I'm big on transparency and accountability. That also means when you are incorrect, you have to be willing to eat humble pie. Toitu Te Tiriti have released a statement on their website along with financials. As much as it sucks being wrong, the truth prevailing is way more important than me being right. You can find us on the Toitu Te Tiriti website. Statements. Statement of the trading performance Toitu merchandise account. In the spirit of transparency and accountability, we share this statement of trading performance for Toitu merchandise bank account. This statement provides a clear record of how funds have been managed and spent in service of the kaupapa. It has been prepared by an independent accountant who has supported accounting advice since its inception. The accountant has confirmed there are no discrepancies or unaccounted for funds. The statement shows all merchandise sales, expenses and taxes paid up to the 31st of October 2025, including those related to the merchandise, Wellington Hikoi and other kaupapa activations such as the Aotearoa Music Awards, the Waitangi Forum, Tent and National Billboard campaigns. All other pūtea associated with the Hikoi, including koha received through the koha app, were directed to and managed independently by the Opodi Ngāti Kahu Te Rarawa Trust, aka Ant Trust. We continue to acknowledge and appreciate the Ant Trust support and partnership. As at 31st October 2025, following payment of all verified expenses, taxes and GST, a balance of 21,898 remains in the merchandise and activations account, held in the trust for the ongoing kaupapa. Toitu Te Tiriti remains steadfast in upholding its integrity, collective responsibility and kaitiakitanga, ensuring that every dollar received is used to uplift our communities and advance the promise of Te Tiriti or Waitangi. What a well-constructed statement. There's not too much you can say to that. Here is a receipt of some sort that they've put up underneath the statement they made. It says statement of trading. Performance. As you can see, they got all their costs here. Trading, sales, cost of goods, freight, career, overheads, bank fees, legal and accounting, low cost rent, website, total operating expenses. And that's the cost of those things. They also have a section on here about donations, which there was a link that said koha on the website. It's still there where you could donate koha, and they are alleging that those donations in their merch site, when you go to koha, it links back to the Ant Trust. And that's the other end of that receipt. If you click on their website, go to statements, this whole thing is there and you'll be able to find it. After reading all of that and reading it again, it's quite compelling. And I said I would do this if I was wrong. And look, guys, my name is Shubz. And Toitu Te Tiriti was a scam, because that's all shit out. All of those statements can be made up. You just type up a statement. Anyone can type up a fucking statement. Go to fucking ChatGPT and make you one. And when it comes to that bank statement, it's not receipts. It's a fucking summary of some account. It could be an imaginary account. We don't even know if it's real. It's called Toitu merch account or whatever the fuck. But apparently there was no fucking account for Toitu merch. It went into the bro's business. What are you talking about? Anybody can grab a template off a Zero, grab a template off a fucking Canva, grab one, go to Excel and make your own shit and write all of that shit in there. That's not fucking receipts. Only dummies are going to believe that, or people who don't understand business, don't understand finance, and don't know how to pay their own fucking taxes and shit like that. Stop it, bro. What that is damage control, PR style. That's not fucking real, cars. Come with some real receipts. You want to know where I got that bloody link from? The first person that sent it to me was this man, Eru Kapa Kingi. He said, bro, I trusted you would honour the kōrero we had. I told you, Hori and his whānau have always acted above board, never taken money, and in fact have sacrificed a lot of their own time and money into the kaupapa. They don't deserve any of this. And then the bro sent me the link. See, Brother Eru, we never had a conversation about me not talking about Hori. You just told me he's a good dude and everything was up to date because that's what he told you. That has nothing to do with me not wanting to talk about Hori or not wanting to expose Hori for seemingly being a dodgy chant, allegedly. The only thing you didn't tell me either, Rihanna told me this in the conversation we had. She said, don't mention what Eru said about two people. That's the only thing she said. And I have it recorded because you said it was all good to record. That's the only thing that was told to me not to express out of the hui we had on Zoom last week. None of it was don't talk about Hori or anything. You just gave me your opinion on Hori. And that's cool. You can give me your opinion on Hori. That's fine. And it's not just about Toy 2. Did you not see the young lady speak about her father and how Hori has not paid $5,000 to their family?
Hori commissioned and used my father's picture frame artwork for around $5,000 without payment. He posted them online, he was using them, he'd received them, and then all communication just halted. Multiple invoices, emails, phone calls, texts were sent, and no reply, no communication, just completely ignored. It got to the point where it was just costing them more energy and money to keep pursuing the $5,000. It was just actually ridiculous. It was kind of, he used my dad as a stepping stone to line his own pockets.
Hori, since you're a good and honest man, they keep saying, pay the fucking ladies whānau back, bro. $5,000, pay it back. I'm sure you got it there. I mean, your rent seems pretty cheap at there. What do you got? The church.
Kia ora guys, I am Hori and this is my humble abode. The place where that weird Shubz guy says I launder money from. But I'll show you. Just paintings on the wall. And more art. More art. Just stuff on the wall. Pictures on the wall. What is he talking about? Art is money laundering. I like the beach. Do you like the beach? It's amazing. Yeah, this is my space anyway here in Otaki, called the church. There's a door. There's another doorway and my gumboots. As you can see, I love to paint and I love to make circles with my hands. But when it comes to making t-shirts and hoodies, I'm very good at that too. Might even slap a label on it. Here's me cafe. Got a little coffee machine. Can't remember how much it costs. I got it donated. I get funded a lot of things. So I get why they try to say that I money launder, but no way. Yeah, over there, that's where I watch me dirty movies, and over that side is where I make them. Yeah. If you want to come and check out the church here in Otaki, you're welcome. It's an open space. It's a place for everyone. And Toitu Te Tiriti is not a scam. I can also drive stick, see? And I like to do cool things like this. There you go. There's the great merch, Toitu. Thank you to everybody that bought it. You actually helped me get a few more coffees in me cafe. Anyway, I've got to head out of here. I'm off to Australia. Te whenua moi moi a. Appreciate you all. Big Hori.
I must admit, cuz that is a beautiful place you have. And only $7,000 for 18 months worth of rent is... That's a beautiful gig right there. So I just want to remind you guys, those receipts are not receipts. A summary of some made-up account could be a real account. Who's to know? But you have no ingoings, no outgoings. You don't show any receipts. There's no invoices. There's nothing. It's just typed up shit. Now, if you believe that to be receipts, then maybe you're smarter than me or you're just an idiot. Because I'm not that dumb. Come on. Produce real receipts. Otherwise, the pressure stays on. Now, Iru, I don't know if it's because you feel like that's your friend and you want to protect him. That's why you've come for me in that way, saying, like, look, these are the receipts. Or if that's because that's what you've been told, or if you're actually a part of it. Now, I do want to give you the benefit of the doubt, Iru, and say that Iru is not a part of the financial side, so he's been given the runaround just as much as all of us out here who are crying out for transparency from these leaders of not just Toitu Te Tiriti. There's so many other agencies, government agencies around Aotearoa, around the world, frankly, that should be transparent. And if you know any of them, feel free to reach out, because we're willing to expose if you have the evidence, if you have a few receipts that we can bring to the table. And it's not just Hori. Let's not forget there were huge donations that were put straight into that charitable trust run by Trudy Brown and Hone Harawira, and Nice has something to do with it too. Where did all that money go? Where are those receipts? It's not just about the Hori. It's also about that, the donations. I know personally people who donated thousands of dollars through that charity link. So who else did and how much? How much money went in there? There could be millions. Who the hell knows? It was one of the most viral movements of the last 2 years. It was huge. People knew about it all over the world. On top of all of that, all of the transparency, all of the accountability that we're searching for and still have not received from these alleged leaders of this grassroots movement, if you ask me, seems like people who are just capitalizing on our people wanting to be free, wanting to be emancipated from the system. Again, I could be wrong, But we do need solutions. I talked to Iru a little bit about solutions. Here's some interesting points. What do you think could be a solution? If it comes to politics, who do you vote for? What direction do you head in? Is Te Pāti Māori going to stay around, or are they going to fold? I mean, there's a lot of pressure going on there. Do you feel like just because they have a koru in their name or a Māori name, or they have Māori as their name, or they look Māori, they are Māori, they have a moko kauai, or they have a mataora, or the tāmoko on their arm, does that mean that they are for you? Or does it not? Because I believe that means shit. Really, you could have all of that shit and then just... If you were going to get hundreds of thousands of dollars or millions of dollars, and you knew a way to do it was to go and learn about a Māori, or go fucking put a moko on your face, fuck, a lot of people would do it. People would do shit for less. There's a whole system of people who have been benefiting of Māori not being wise to how much money gets spent not on them when it should be. But that shit's over. A lot more people are awake to the fucking games that these people play. Again, shout out to everybody that's been supporting me and my cause, because I make all of these videos myself with a little team, but we don't get paid by no one, so your support does help. And I'm not out here claiming that I'm going to lead you to the promised land. All I can do is call out the people that aren't doing it right, just like you can. If you have a phone, you can do it too. Do the research though, because these fellas are good at manipulating the media, good at manipulating social media, but we won't stay quiet. Not at all. Now, Eru, Hori, Kitty, Nice, Rāwhiti Trudy Brown, Shubz could be fully incorrect. And if he is, the easiest thing would be to prove that he is. So prove it. Not with fake fucking summaries. Pull up with some real receipts. Sure.